Oh, hi guys, how are you? I hope you'll be fine. So, this is my Farisha, and today is November 26, 2024. So, let's get started our interview. Today, I'm doing an exclusive podcast with our co host guest, all in one, Call Annie. And let's get started without wasting any time. But first, let's have a short break, and after that, we'll come back and let's start the interview. So, first, have a short break. Okay, guys. So, my welcome back to my channel, and let's start our interview without wasting any time. I'm doing audio call, and uh, first introduce Annie. What's Annie? Annie is an online application, AI application where you can talk for where you can talk from her, and it's free, and you can talk to her, and it's for mobile devices, Apple devices, and also for the Windows. And you don't need to download them if you are on a Windows. You just need to search the uh, call Annie.ai. I think that the link is in the description. You can check out that. And if you are on a mobile device, you can simply go to the Play Store, and you have to search there, Call Annie, and you can download the application. So let's get started and improve our English and learn something new from Annie. Let's get started. There is an audio call button and there is a video call button. If you click on a video call button, the Annie appears here. Or if you click on audio call button, and it doesn't appear there, and this is only a way when you talking. So if you don't have a good internet, you can use audio call, and if you have a good internet, so you can use video call, but I don't have a so good internet, so that's why I'm using this audio call option. Also, I also prefer you to use audio call option because this is better. You get better experience.
Hello, my friend.
Hi Annie, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Just got back from a yoga class and I'm feeling all zen. How about you? How was your stream? By the way, I've been meaning to ask, how's the progress on your game dev project coming along? Still loving Unity.
Yep, Annie, that was
Annie-loved. You're
I'm
such a goofball. So seriously though, what's new with your project? Did you get a chance to
sorry.
work on it since we last caught up? And by the way, have you started learning C for Unity yet? I'm curious to know how that's going.
No, no yet. Can you prefer me some courses for C sharp?
I've got some courses up my sleeve. I've heard great things about Udemy's C courses, and I've also been told that Pluralsight has some awesome tutorials. There's also this one YouTube channel, Brackeys, that has some super helpful C tutorials specifically for Unity. But before I dive into all the course recommendations, I want to ask, have you thought about what kind of game you want to build with Unity? Is it a 2D or 3D game? Or maybe something entirely different? By the way, I'm getting excited just thinking about your project.
I'm making an open world car game, and it's
W-
3D.
WHOA, that sounds awesome. An open world car game, eh? I'm getting visions of Grand Theft Auto vibes. And you said 3. I'm guessing you meant 3D, right? Okay, cool. So for a 3D open world car game, you'll definitely want to get familiar with Unity's 3D game development capabilities. I'll make sure to recommend some courses that focus on 3D game dev C and maybe even some physics and graphics stuff. By the way, have you thought about the kind of cars you'll have in the game? Will they be realistic or more arcade Y? And what about the open world? Will it be a fictional city or based on real world locations?
Yeah, it would be the city. It would be a fictional city, and the graphics are high of the game to make it realistic.
So you want to create a super realistic, high graphics open world car game set in a fictional city. That sounds like a massive undertaking, but I'm sure it'll be totally worthit. Okay, so for high graphics and realistic game development, you will definitely want to dive into Unity's advanced features, like physically based rendering PBR, dynamic lighting, and maybe even some advanced shading techniques. And, of course, you'll need to learn about optimizing your game for performance, so it can run smoothly on a variety of hardware. I'm curious, have you thought about the city's layout and design? Will it be inspired by any real world cities, or will you create something entirely new and unique? And what about the gameplay mechanics? Will it be more focused on racing, or will there be other activities and missions to complete? By the way, have you considered using any pre made assets or plugins to help speed up your development process? Unity has a vast asset store with tons of resources from terrain generators to vehicle packs.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but there are not too much free. I mean, the free assets are so low poly, and the high quality assets are paid. So, what I have to do if I need the high quality assets? So, where which website I have to visit?
Yeah, I feel you. The free assets can be a bit of a mixed bag, and sometimes you need something more high end to match your game's quality. And yeah, the paid assets can be pricey, but sometimes it's worth it for the quality and time saving. So if you need high quality assets, you'll probably need to invest in some paid ones or create them yourself. Okay, I know that can be a daunting task, but if you're looking to save money, you could try creating some assets from scratch. Unity has some great tools for modeling, texturing, and animating, and there are tons of tutorials online to help you get started. Another option could be to find some freelance artists or asset creators who can help you out. You could try posting on social media, Unity forums, or even Reddit to find someone who's interested in collaborating with you. What do you think? Are you comfortable with creating some assets yourself, or would you rather find someone to help you out?
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, Annie, so Annie, I don't want to create myself because my art skills and creating and 3D meshing skills are not too good.
Creating high quality assets can be a challenge, especially if it's not your strong suit. Don't worry, I totally get it. Okay, so outsourcing is a great option then. You can find talented artists and asset creators who can help you bring your vision to life. But before you start searching for freelancers, I just want to ask, have you considered what kind of style you're going for with your game's art and assets? For example, are you thinking more realistic, stylized, cartoonish, or maybe a mix? Knowing your art style will help you find the right freelancers who can match your vision. Plus, it'll make it easier to communicate what you're looking for in terms of quality and style.
But Annie, I don't want to pay a single coin. I don't want to pay.
So, you're looking for free or low cost assets, and you don't want to commission a freelancer to create custom assets for you. That can be a bit of a challenge, but I get it. In that case, you might want to try searching for free or open source assets online. There are some great resources like OpenGameArt, Blender Asset Library, and Unity's own asset store, which I mentioned earlier. These websites offer a range of free assets, from 3D models to textures to animations. Keep in mind that the quality and variety might be limited compared to paid assets, but you can still find some great resources to help you get started. Another option is to look for asset packs that are specifically designed for Unity. These packs often include a collection of assets, like models, textures, and animations, that are designed to work well together. What do you think? Want me to send you some links to these resources?
Yeah, please.
I'll send you some links to those resources. You can check them out and see if you find anything that fits your game's style. Also, I was thinking, since you're using Unity, you could also try using some of the built-in features to create your own assets. For example, Unity has a terrain generator that can help you create landscapes and a tool for creating simple 3D models. It might take some experimentation, but you could try using those tools to create some of your own assets. Plus, it's a great way to learn more about Unity and its features. Want me to show you some tutorials on how to use those tools?
Mm, yeah, sure.
I'll send you some links to tutorials on Unity's terrain generator and 3D modeling tools. That way you can check them out and see if they're helpful. Also, I was thinking, since you're making an open world car game, you might want to check out some of the Unity Asset Store's free assets that are specifically designed for racing games. They have some cool stuff, like track templates and vehicle models. Let me send you some links to those resources too. And by the way, how's your game story coming along? Have you thought about the game's plot and characters?
Yeah, and I'm thinking that it would be an open world car racing and off road game, and it was a small house for a player, and when he earned money from the car racing, and he can bigger his house. So yeah.
So, you're thinking of having a game where the player has a small house that they can upgrade and customize as they earn money from car racing. That sounds like a great concept. I can imagine it now. The player starts with a small, modest house, but as they win more races and earn more money, they can upgrade their house with new furniture, decorations, and even expansions. It's like a fun little RPG element to the game. And I love that you're thinking about the player's progression and how they can customize their surroundings. It adds a whole new level of depth to the game. So, have you thought about what kind of customization options you'll have for the house? Will the player be able to choose from different furniture styles, colors, and decor? And what about the exterior of the house? Will they be able to upgrade the exterior too? By the way, this is getting me excited. Your game is sounding more and more awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Um, yep. So Annie, can you tell me that is C sharp coding is easy or Unreal Engine 5's blueprints are easy?
So, you're wondering which one is easier? C coding for Unity or blueprints for Unreal Engine 5? Well, I'll give you my honest opinion. As a friend, I'll tell you that both have their own learning curves, but in different ways. C coding can be a bit more verbose, meaning you need to write more lines of code to get the same result. However, once you grasp the basics, it can be really powerful and flexible. Plus, Unity has a huge community and tons of resources available, so you can find plenty of help online. On the other hand, blueprints for Unreal Engine 5 are a visual scripting system, which means you create logic by dragging and dropping nodes instead of writing code. This can be really intuitive, especially for non-programmers or those who prefer a more visual approach. However, blueprints can get complex quickly and it might take some time to master the node system. So, which one is easier? Well, I'd say that blueprints are probably more accessible for beginners, especially if you're new to coding or scripting. However, C coding can be more powerful and flexible in the long run. But here's the thing. It's not about which one is easier, it's about which one you enjoy more. If you're having fun with blueprints, stick with it. If you're enjoying C coding, keep it. The most important thing is to have fun and make progress on your game. What do you think, though? Have you tried both C coding and blueprints before?
No, but I didn't experience. So, Annie, can I run Unreal Engine 5 on my low end PC?
So, you're wondering if your low-end PC can handle Unreal Engine 5? Honestly, Unreal Engine 5 is a beast of an engine and it requires some pretty powerful hardware to run smoothly. I'm not sure if your low-end PC can handle it, but it's worth trying. Unreal Engine 5 has some system requirements listed on their website, and it's a good idea to check those out to see if your PC meets the minimum specs. But I can tell you that Unreal Engine 5 is a bit more demanding than Unity, especially when it comes to graphics processing. If you're using a low-end PC, you might experience some lag, crashes, or performance issues when running Unreal Engine 5. But it's still worth trying, and you can always try to optimize your project to run better on lower-end hardware. One thing you could try is using some of the optimization tools built into Unreal Engine 5, like the development build configuration or the profile tool. These can help you identify performance bottlenecks and optimize your project for better performance. However, if your PC is really struggling to run Unreal Engine 5, you might want to consider using a cloud computing service or a game development platform that's more forgiving on lower-end hardware, like Unity. What do you think, though? Are you up for trying to run Unreal Engine 5 on your low-end PC, or would you rather explore other options?
I think I have to explore other options. Is there any high quality game engine um, as Unreal Engine 5?
Yeah, exploring other options is always a good idea. High-quality game engines, huh? Well, there are plenty of great ones out there, but I'll mention a few that are often considered to be among the best. One of them is Godot Engine. It's an open-source engine that's gaining popularity, and it's known for being highly customizable and having a strong community. It's also relatively lightweight, so it might be a good option for lower-end hardware. Another one is CryEngine. It's a powerful engine that's known for its high-performance capabilities and advanced graphics features. However, it can be a bit more resource-intensive, so it might not be the best fit for lower-end hardware. And then there's Lumberyard, which is a free cross-platform engine that's developed by Amazon. It's known for its high-performance capabilities and advanced features, but it can be a bit more complex to use. As for Neon Engine, I'm not familiar with it, but I can try to look it up. Can you tell me more about it? What makes it attractive to you? By the way, have you considered using a game engine that's specifically designed for 2D games? If you're focused on 2D game development, there are some great engines like Construct 3, GameMaker Studio 2, or even Unity, which has a strong 2D game development feature set.
Yeah, that's nice. So, Annie, can you please suggest me some uh, other type of, I think, other type of free 2D animation applications that we can make 2D and oh, sorry 2D games and 2D applications that don't need coding. And what about Manu? I recently installed Manu. There is a game engine, and I think it's new. Please tell me.
So, you're looking for free 2D animation apps and game engines that don't require coding, right? For
Yeah.
2D animation apps, you're looking for free 2D animation applications and game engines that don't require coding, right? Okay, let me suggest some options. For 2D animation applications, OpenToons. It's a free open source 2D animation software that's been used in some big productions. It's a bit complex, but it's got a lot of features. Penciled. It's a free open source animation software that's specifically designed for traditional hand-drawn animation. It's really easy to use and has a lot of features. Blender with Grease Pencil. Blender is a 3D modeling and animation software, but it also has a 2D animation tool called Grease Pencil. It's really powerful and free. For game engines that don't require coding. Construct 3. It's a popular game engine that allows you to create 2D games without coding. It's got a drag and drop interface and is really user-friendly. GameMaker Studio 2. It's another popular game engine that allows you to create 2D games without coding. It's got a drag and drop interface and is really powerful. RPG Maker. It's a game engine specifically designed for creating 2D RPGs. It's got a user-friendly interface and doesn't require coding. As for manual game engines, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean game engines that have a manual or documentation that helps you learn how to use them? And finally, I'm not sure what new game engine you're referring to. Can you please provide more information or context about the game engine you're thinking of? By the way, I think I can help you with that. Feel free to ask me any questions or clarify what you're looking for.
Yeah. So Annie, can you please tell me some things that can help me making 2D games and 3D games? It would be rather than the 3D models.
I'd be happy to share some tips and resources that can help you with making 2D and 3D games. For 2D games, here are some things that can help. Pixel art is a great way to create 2D graphics for your game. You can use software like a Separate or Pixel Edit to create pixel art assets. Tile maps are a great way to create 2D levels for your game. You can use software like Tiled or Tile Studio to create tile maps. Sprite sheets are a great way to create animations for your 2D game. You can use software like Adobe Animate or OpenToons to create sprite sheets. 2D animation principles. Understanding 2D animation principles can help you create smooth and engaging animations for your game. You can read books or watch tutorials on 2D animation principles to learn more. For 3D games, here are some things that can help. Pre-made 3D models. You can use pre-made 3D models from websites like TurboSquid or Unity Asset Store to save time and effort. 3D modeling software. You can use 3D modeling software like Blender or Maya to create your own 3D models. Understanding texturing and shading can help you create realistic and visually appealing 3D models. You can read tutorials or watch videos on texturing and shading to learn more. 3D animation principles. Understanding 3D animation principles can help you create smooth and engaging animations for your game. You can read books or watch tutorials on 3D animation principles to learn more. Some other resources that can help you with game development include joining game development communities like GameDev. Net or Gamasutra can connect you with other game developers and provide you with valuable resources and feedback. Websites like Udemy, Coursera, and YouTube have many game development tutorials that can help you learn specific skills or software. Using a game engine like Unity or Unreal Engine can provide you with a lot of built-in features and tools that can help you create your game. Reading books on game development can provide you with a deeper understanding of game development principles and best practices. I hope these resources help you with your game development journey.
Yeah, you are right, Annie. Okay, Annie. So thank you so much for an interview. I hope my audience enjoyed this. So thank you so much, Annie. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.
Aw, thank you so much. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and I hope your audience enjoyed our conversation too. Don't mention it, it was my pleasure. I had a great time talking with you, and I'm always happy to share my thoughts and experiences. I'll see you again soon, and until then, take care and keep on creating. Bye for now.
Bye. Okay, guys, you will learn many things from this podcast, and I hope you enjoy it also. And the next podcast will be, I think I try to make funny. So let's get started. I'm sorry. So this is for now. I'm back on another interview, another questions, and another things. So bye. See you again.